Hello, guys. This is Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. And today, guys, I am doing a of state of the watch collection. That's right, guys. I haven't done one of these in ages. And I got to tell you, guys, I have been meaning to do it. One of the big reasons I haven't done it, bang! There we go. That's the collection. Is that I wasn't happy. I was tweaking. The collection. And what I mean is what I did was I've had a terrible couple of years. In October 2022, my collection was stolen. It was stolen. That's right, guys. I went to America and burglars stole 4 Pateks, Rolex, and I've lodged all the serial numbers with the manufacturers, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And then thankfully, I worked hard and built pieces. So, it was tricky. I got to tell you this. I desperately wanted to have a beautiful 8-piece box because my 2 Louis Vuitton watch boxes were damaged in the burglary. And I managed to pick this one up, but it took time. It wasn't just instant. It took a lot of time. And I can finally say I'm actually happy. I'm happy with the collection. And I got to be totally honest with you. I went through some terrible times. There's no question of that. I went through some terrible times, and I added pieces, and then I did a number of things, and I will show you. Firstly, with the watch box, I managed to track one down and I got it custom painted. The last one I had, which the fans raised the money for me, I never got it painted. And I thought, you know what? Life is for living. I really want this box. I'm going to customize it my way. And that's exactly what I did there. So very happy with that. But the collection itself, these were not easy times. In fact, I went through a number of things. After the burglary itself there, the only watch that survived was my the Explorer 2, which you can see on the screen there. The only watch I really wanted was I wanted to get a bluesy Submariner. That's right. And good friend of mine, Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. from Luxuria, and Dave, the super collector, chipped in and got me a Speedy. And then I had to play games building the collection back myself. And I've got to tell you, these were tricky times. I went through different phases, this watch, that watch. And I tried to build the collection that I really wanted. I tried different things. There was a Breguet that came. There was a JLC Reverso Grand 8. There was a Tudor. There's so many things I added, and I also had a bluesy. That's correct, guys. I had a bluesy. And I've got to be totally honest with you. It's a very tricky thing when you go through some hard times. It's not easy. It's not easy starting again. And this is the events that happen. At one stage there, I'll show you this picture here. This was a beautiful collection. sometimes rebuilding the collection was one step forward, two steps back. In this case here, what did I do? Well, I got myself a Patek, a 5196. Got myself a Maserati two-tone Daytona reverse, and I thought this was perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here, 6 pieces. But it wasn't to be. I decided, hey, the Maserati Daytona it's a blue dial two-tone. I've got the bluesy. The Patek, well, I just felt I loved it, but I just felt I wanted something else. So what did I do? Well, I've got to tell you, it's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy in the least. In fact, building a collection it's not just 5 minutes, this. You don't just go crazy with a credit card. No. It wasn't easy at all. It's tricky. And I've got to be totally honest with you. One watch that I really loved, which has actually left the collection, but it was part of the growing phase, was my gold Breguet Type 21. I love this watch, but I let it go because I was too heavy in chronographs. And it was a big sacrifice to get rid of this watch because I loved the gold Breguet. But I've finally shaken the collection, and I think I've got what I am very happy with. Now, let's have a look and let's see what pieces went into it. And I've got to be totally honest with you. There were a few major calls. There were a few times when I thought I had tweaked it, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. And I gotta be totally honest with you, Breguet, there was I wanted to go back into having multiple Pateks, but it's Pateks are very expensive, and I didn't get the watch in that I really wanted. So I think now I'm actually quite content with the collection. Let's have a look. Let's explain it. So, wowzers, this is the collection here. Okay, so the back row, if you like, is precious metal. That's 3 gold pieces and a two-tone. And the front row are steel stunners. And the only rule I've really set is I've actually bought 10 watches because I learned the gift of giving, and I gave 2 watches to my sons for their 18th. My younger 2 sons. One son got a Grand Seiko spring drive, and the other son got a Tudor Black Bay Burgundy. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now, let's have a look at this collection and let's see what you guys think of it. So it has actually been very enjoyable. I got to tell you, really enjoyable. It hasn't been an easy evolution. It's been fraught with many different charming aspects. And sometimes it's tricky to get the numbers right. Okay, in the back row, let's have a look. This is probably a very controversial because I got hosed down on my live stream show. On my daily live streams, the audience disliked this watch. This is a JLC Master Compressor chronograph 2. This is the second version. Big, solid gold, rose gold monster. And in all honesty, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this watch. And I've got to tell you, it's beyond, it's just so perfect, this watch. Now, what made me love this watch here is the fact that it's a big size, chunky monkey, JLC sports in solid gold, excellent value, bang per buck on the secondary market. It has a very easy to adjust system to change the strap on the watch, so you can very easily quick release the straps. Column wheel vertical clutch chronograph, beautiful black dial. It's a dive watch as well as being a chronograph with the special, if you look at the pushes there, they have special swivel locks for the waterproofing. Absolutely stunning. Now, it was a hard choice. Do I give up the Breguet Type 21, which is a beautiful watch, or do I keep the JLC? At the end of the day, I really do love this piece. And I didn't it's a hard decision to swallow, but there we go. Now, the next piece, let's have a sticky beak here. What is the next piece in this box here? And this is a special piece that I have loved for a long time. It's the Patek Philippe World Time 5130. Now, this is my one that was stolen in the burglary was a 5110. So this is a 5130. Let's bring up a picture of that there. 5130 is 39.5 mils. It uses the same 240 micro rotor movement. Beautiful watch. This had just come back from a full Patek service. Brand new Patek strap. Serviced by Patek. Absolutely stunning. This is the Patek slot. And I really do love this watch here. It was not cheap. This is the most expensive watch in the collection, but it is the most expensive, but it is absolutely stunning. World Time, white gold. I think this is the best size for me. Absolutely adore it. So very, very happy to have this in the Patek slot there. The next piece, what's the next piece I went for? Wow, this is just a new arrival. That's correct, guys. This is a very, very new arrival. And this particular watch itself, this particular watch is something that it just blew my mind away. I had no intention of buying it. It just came up. My good friend, Dave, the super collector, he just bought this. He's a mini dealer. He does a bit of buying and selling. And what happened was, this is the story. This is what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. What happened was he got into inventory a Breguet. And I got to tell you, I fell instantly in love with it. What is it? It's a traditional. It's a Breguet 7057 rose gold. Absolutely stunning. Now, I wanted it. Really wanted it. But it's expensive. Breguet. What can you say, Breguet? This is one of the oldest brands, 1775. This is a purist watch. It's not a hype watch. Purists. It's a watch for purists to have and to savor. The other watch in the box there, is a very special piece to me. After the burglary, I only craved one watch. What was it? Rolex two-tone bluesy. The bluesy. That's right, guys. Bluesy. Two-tone bluesy. And I got to be totally honest with you. This watch here is a go anywhere. If I could only have one watch, I think the bluesy would be a huge contender for that spot. Jumping to the front row here, well, what do we got here? We got the Explorer 2. This is the original survivor from the burglary. I was wearing this. That's the only reason it survived the burglary. Right next to that, we have a Omega Speedmeister Man on the Moon. I'm actually wearing that today. Absolutely stunning. And it was given to me by friends. Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. From Luxuria in Sydney, and Dave, the Super Collector. What a story. What a watch. What good friends. Never to be sold. Right next to that is my Open Heart Zenith. I've owned this model before, and I can tell you honestly, I love it. Yes, the shotgun, the Open Heart, but I love it. I was critical of this watch until I owned it. Is it a hillbilly tourbillon? Well, it is so much more. The world's first automatic chronograph. Beautiful. And finally, to bring this collection together, I added a diver. Chunky Monkey, 47mm, PAM 662, 3-day power reserve, reissue. This is the absolute, for me, a big PAM. I'm a big guy with a big PAM. Absolutely love the PAM. And I got to be honest with you. This collection here now, what have I got? Let's look what we got. We have got 3 divers. We got the PAM, we got the JLC, and we got the Submariner. We have 3 chronographs. We got the JLC, the Zenith, and the Omega. We got GMT or travel watches. We've got the Explorer 2 and the Patek World Time. Haute horology, top of the tree. Well, we've got the Patek Philippe World Time and the Breguet Tradition 7057. We've got so many bases covered. Divers, GMT and travel, and chronographs, dress, haute horology, precious metal, and steel. To me, this 8-piece collection just feels complete. Do I want more watches? Of course I do, but I'm going to add one premise. If I want another watch, one leaves to welcome one in. One in, one out. That's what I'm looking at doing. Guys, please join me, ArchieLuxury live stream. Check out my live stream channel, ArchieLuxury live stream. I stream twice a day, morning and night. Check it out and enjoy the watch talk. Guys, this has been a State of the Watch collection. Please put some comments below. Tell me what you think. I might even make another video addressing State of the Collection. Please put some comments below. What do you think? Is it better than the sum of the parts, or is it missing something? Is it lacking? One watch per brand except for Rolex. Rolex, except for Rolex. One watch per brand except for 2 Rolexes. Tell me what you think, guys. I'm ArchieLuxury, and this is State of the Collection 2024 December. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to buy or sell a watch in America, there's only one person I recommend. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about DavidSW. DavidSW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at DavidSW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to DavidSW. I would highly recommend DavidSW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to DavidSW. DavidSW.